in just a second. How's everybody doing? Let's see, where am I at? Dun, 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 dun. There we go. All right. How is everybody? Hopefully quite well. Let's see. A couple things I want to look at before we get started here. Interesting. Okay. Give it a little while for people to show up if people are going to show up. If not, we just do the stuff and then get the hell out of here. There is something I'd like to. What's up, Chase? There is something I'd like to show you guys. By what I mean by the Patriots are treated poorly by the media. Do you see anywhere on the top headlines here about the Jaguars placing 12 people on their fucking COVID list today? Or the Falcons? You know, teams that had to do it today. Why is the Patriots placing 3 people on that list the top story on the motherfucking list? By the way, 3 guys they contact trace that have absolutely no risk of spreading it to any players. Meanwhile, the Jaguars put like 15 guys on that list in the last couple days, and they're not even on the list. Do you see what I mean now by the Patriots they're trying to paint the Patriots as like this evil devil team? You know, the Broncos had a positive COVID test. Did you know that? Like today, the Broncos just had a COVID test. What's up, Amir? How's it going? Did you even know that? Did you even hear about that? But you definitely heard about a Patriots practice squad player getting COVID yesterday, didn't you? It's all you heard about for about 5-6 hours. But Broncos just had a player today go on the COVID list. You didn't hear anything about Brandon? Weird name. It was good. They were good, Amir. I liked them. I kind of missed a good chunk of the picks because I got distracted watching something, and then I popped in after the picks. It was kind of like an unfortunate timing situation. Well, from what I heard, they're not much different than the ones I made, so I kind of went with the same thing. A lot of home team, a lot of favorites. Rays win 4 times, championship, and yep, they're heading to the championship, brother Contreras. Yes, sir. Yeah, no, you didn't know that? Denver had a positive test today. Hold on. Let me tell you who. Yeah, exactly. And they didn't, nobody really knows about it. Let's see, who was it again? Who was it? Yeah, Denver Broncos. Early this morning, Curtis Modkins tested positive for COVID-19. He will not accompany the team to New England. We have evaluated close contacts, administered necessary point-of-care testing. So that was it. That was pretty much it. Nobody cared. Nobody really said anything. Nobody speculated on if the game's going to be canceled for fucking 5 hours for some reason. But when the Patriots had a test positive, they're like, you know what? We maybe should consider the Patriots forfeiting this game and possibly consider taking them out of the year. They're ruining the NFL. But when the Broncos had it, we're all them Broncos fans. You guys going to keep that same energy about my Patriots? You guys going to say your team should have to forfeit the game? Huh? Gonna keep that same energy, Broncos fans? We had a COVID test. You told us we should have to forfeit now. Alabama beat Georgia. What was the final? Where's that same energy, Broncos fans? Now that Curtis got COVID. Yeah, that's feel a little bit bad now, don't you, Broncos faithful? Talking shit to Patriots fans for the last week about our COVID situation, just to turn around and get COVID your goddamn selves at your own goddamn stadium all by yourselves the last week. Oh, that sucks. How the tables have turned so mightily quickly. Maybe you shouldn't say teams should forfeit because of a positive COVID test. Because guess what? Odds are all of our teams are going to wind up getting it this year. I think it's almost unavoidable. Almost every team has dealt with a problem this year. Yeah, I don't understand Amir either. It's let's go into that. Might as well. It's the very first game on the schedule, so it works. Broncos Patriots. Yeah, people are genuinely picking the Broncos, and I'm trying to figure out why. You won a game against the Jets 37-28. Yeah, you have Drew Lock back, and I don't know if that like suddenly means he's just gonna shred this Patriots secondary. I don't see that as a what? Nobody just shreds our set. Russell Wilson did. Are you saying Drew Lock is going to put up a Russell Wilson-esque performance against our defense that's warmed up? Our secondary that just shut Patrick Mahomes down to his like worst passing game ever? You know, and you're not going to have Melvin Gordon. What? So Peyton Royce all by himself is just going to beat us up, and a little bit of Phillip Lindsay? And Jerry Jeudy or Noah Fant, how are they going to handle going against Gilmore? Who's the best Broncos wide receiver? I'd like to know. Is it Noah Fant? Like genuinely, who's their number one? Is it Noah Fant? Is it Jerry Jeudy? If it's one of those two, they're not catching anything tomorrow. And I genuinely don't think that McCourty is going to give up anything to their number two guy either. Like it's McCourty and Gilmore that you're throwing against. Like that's a nightmare. Duggar's going to be starting at safety. Noah Fant will be taken care of just like Darren Waller was. So Jeudy won't be a factor in this game. Gilmore's about to put that thing on him. Fant is out. Okay, so yeah. Okay. Come on, y'all. Yeah, no, we figured out how to stop tight ends. We figured out how to take away your tight end. That's not the way you beat the Patriots now. You don't just get to flip it to your Kelseys and your Wallers. Anyway, this is a Patriots W. Like, the Jets played really good football. Like, the Jets scored 28 points against this Broncos defense. And the Patriots are a way better offense than the Jets. I mean, and the Patriots have you go from facing one of the worst defenses, I would argue. No, I think the Lions win a close game, like 20. We'll get to that one. We'll get down to it. Alabama 41, Georgia 24. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, that's not a bad game. But yeah, Cam Newton's playing, Gilmore's playing. Most of the regular Patriots are starting. I genuinely think this is a nightmare for the Broncos. Matchup hell for the Broncos in the receiving game. The secondary is overwhelming versus the Broncos. This would be one of the craziest upsets of this NFL season if the Broncos were to beat this Patriots team. This team can run for 300 yards tomorrow. Or if they take away the run game, the Patriots can turn it around and throw for 380 yards. We've done that against the Seahawks this year. And you guys don't have Jamal Adams in your secondary. You don't even have anything equivalent to that or close to equivalent to that in your secondary. Even if it's like the Patriots could probably beat you in a multitude of ways. That's the problem. Especially if you decide to focus in on the run game, they'll just throw it. Teams with good offensive line put up almost 150 yards of offense. Yeah, Patriots are a scheme run. It's going to be a problem. Run with 4 or 5 different guys, and Newton will be back. I would think that they would stand a better shot, the Broncos do, if Hoyer or Stidham was starting, but that doesn't happen to be the case. So, good luck to the Broncos. Yeah, Patriots win that one pretty handily. Texans, Titans. Does anybody here have the Texans? Titans put up like 116. Yeah, exactly. And they keyed on Henry. You know what I mean? Like they 100%. Their mission was to stop Derrick Henry, and he still got 116 yards. That's not a good sign. But with so Titans and Texans, speaking of Henry, I don't know. I don't think this game is close at all. I have I know that Deshaun plays the Texans or Titans quite well, but at some point there is something called a situational overmatch. Like one of the things you cannot do is think that the Titans are going to overlook or play past an opponent. They will not be looking ahead to whoever plays them. They will not be looking ahead past this team. They are treating the Texans as if the Texans are a 5-0 football team. So there's no playing down that's going to happen. I personally don't think it's the way Vrabel is going to coach the team. It's the way Vrabel kind of runs things. It's more or less going to be a situation where I think the Titans are just overmatched. They don't have the offensive line to deal with any kind of pass rush. They don't have the run game to help with the pass game. Titans secondary is really good. They're not going to make mistakes. There's going to be secondary sacks going on. I just think on all ends, the Texans just don't have the match in this one. I don't think the Texans have the receivers that can get open on the Titans secondary. There's just, yeah, I know they beat the Vikings, but I mean, goddamn, the Vikings are just as bad. You know what I mean? Like, or no, they beat the Jaguars. My bad. That is their win, by the way. And they could have lost that one if the fucking Jaguars could kick. I think the Titans have been given the us versus league mentality with the pot. Yep, exactly. And they have that chip on their shoulder. I think the Titans just dismantle the Texans. Yeah. No, I don't. I'd be pretty stunned by that one. Steelers, Browns. Browns have some weird injuries that Max told us about. With the injuries to the so I got Titans in that one. And then with the Browns and Steelers, the Browns got some weird injuries in the secondary, and I think the Steelers will take advantage of that. And I also like that the Steelers are at home in this game. So I have the Steelers winning by a field goal. But other than that, this is such a really like. Both of them have very good defensive fronts, and the secondaries have been kind of spotty this year. Both of them can move the ball on the ground. Both of them can throw the ball. It's a weirdly even matchup between the Steelers and the Browns this year. And later in the year, if the Browns are still playing at a high level of football like they are right now, we will probably flip this and give the Browns a 3-point home win. But right now I'm gonna take the home team and a field goal because they're fucking so close. My team is Trey. How's it going, man? So again, I don't think this is a blowout. I don't think this is an ass whooping of another team. But Yeah, I do like the Steelers over the Browns. Home field's going to be big. Ravens, Eagles. Yeah, I know, Chase. Yeah, I kind of just clicked over and read a little bit of it. Ravens, Eagles. This one could be weirdly close. I'll be really honest with you. I actually think this game, the closer and closer this gets, I wish I would have made this a close game. I think weirdly the Eagles defense is kind of underrated. Sorta. You know what I mean? Like I feel like the Eagles are sort of underrated on defense, where their offense gives the ball back a lot, so they give up a few. Like the defense spends a lot of time in the field. Fuck that. Nah, you know what? Nah. I think I'm trying to talk myself into a better game, but it's not going to be one. I'm like, maybe the Eagles will, never mind. I can't even bullshit that game. I hope it's a good game. I want it to be. All right, let's get to the next. Yeah, RIP that one guy if Giants lose. Yeah, guys, by the way, we might never see that one guy again if the Giants lose to the football team. This guy has talked so much shit to teams, to this football. He said he has to lay low for a couple weeks. It's the Giants versus the football team. It's either he's going to go into hiding and or he's going, and by the way, if he is around, I wouldn't say anything to him, because you all know what's going to happen the second you say something. He's going to have the history of your team on his motherfucking computer pulled up. He's going to remember all the major shit talkers and just have it ready. He's going to have everything your team has ever done that's slightly embarrassing. He's going to be like, oh, yeah, remember in 1999 when your team player got caught sucking a tranny's dick? Ha, ha, ha. And you're going to be like, man, I'll fucking, come on, dude. I don't even know about that. I wasn't even alive. And you're just going to be like, all right, fine, fucking. And you're going to feel bad about being a fan of that team. I wouldn't advise it. Unless you're a football fan team and you want to go back at them. But there's not that. I don't know. There's a fair amount of Redskins or football team fans around here. You know what? I'm going to start a petition. I think we should just call them the Redskins until they get a real name. It's like, you're the Redskins still. Yeah, just change your name to Not That One Guy. Instead of That One Guy 1, 2, 3, just make it Not That One Guy. Just become Not That One Guy. Like, what? This new guy. What's good? Make the make your icon inverse color. It's like just like flip the colors on it. I personally have the Giants in this game. With the way that the football team has played, they had a fluky win versus the Eagles early, and they've been literally goddamn awful ever since. Like they haven't even really been in a game, have they? The football team, haven't they just been getting blown out every single game? The Giants have played weirdly close football with the Rams, with the Bears. They played a good game against the Cowboys. The Giants are a couple breaks away from being 3-2 right now. I mean, really, honestly, how many times have the Giants just gotten their teeth kicked in? Twice. They lost a close one to, I know, Chicago. That could have gone their way. And then they lost a close one, I believe, to the Rams. That could have gone their way. They could genuinely be a 3-2 team with a little luck. They lost some unlucky games. I mean, like their they just it's unlucky. Shit. I mean, what are you supposed to, like, 3 of those games are just pure unlike. You could at least have won 1 or 2 of those, but it's just unlucky. That's sometimes you get a bad break. So I got the Giants winning this one. I think they're a better football team than the football team. Giants are just kind of unlucky at the same point in time. They're kind of like the Chargers. They're just wildly like unlucky. Like the Chargers have a similar problem. They're a very unlucky football team. Chargers losing games by like 2-3 points. It's hilarious how they're losing games. And it's not even like bad coaching with the way they're losing. It's just straight up unlucky bullshit. They should have won against the Saints. That dude missed it by literally a half an inch. I mean, I'm talking he hits it here. He hits it right there. It bounces in. I'm talking this much of a difference. He missed it by literally that much because any like a slight inch in, and that ball caroms the correct way. So that there's something as being just kind of unlucky. Yeah, exactly. The football team's been blown out. Make sure everyone leaves a like. Old shitheads at his old tricks. All right, football. All right. Let's move on. I got the Vikings winning. Dog, you're not losing to the Falcons. I'm telling you, you're going to beat the Falcons. This is a bad. The Falcons, dude. Dude. The Falcons are bad. The Falcons are a structurally flawed football team. They got to burn it all. Everyone's like, no, the Falcons have a good team. They're just bad coach. No, they're structurally flawed. They have like problems you can't see. Like there is a genuine broken thing with the Falcons. They're broken, man. There's nothing that can fix them except getting rid of everybody. I'm sorry, DeAndre. I'm sorry. I'd never picked the Falcons. I picked them one time or a few times last year, and I will never. Yeah, they don't have a coach. They have no identity. Half the motherfucking team don't want to play. I genuinely think the Vikings are going to turn it around this year. You're usually right, dude. DeAndre, I'll give you credit for being right. Yeah, Matt Ryan should go to San Francisco, 100% that one guy. But if you weren't playing the Falcons, I wouldn't pick you, by the way. I've been picking against the Vikings all year so far. I've literally almost called your season. I actually the only game I've gotten wrong is the Texans one for you guys. What's up, Jared? Yeah, Matt Ryan should go to San Francisco. That'd be a good idea. You know how good Matt Ryan would be in San Francisco? Man, that'd be so good for old San Fran. And for Matt Ryan. I'm being unselfish. I'm thinking of other quarterbacks, not Tom Brady, you know? Sure, I like the 49ers as my fourth team. The team, I have two teams I like. I kind of like the Browns and I kind of like the 49ers. I don't really like them, but they're the team I watch. I watch their games when they're on, if you haven't known. I know what's going on in their seasons. Kind of like but it's kind of like from afar. Could the Giants beat? The Giants will probably beat the football team. Trade Julio. Yeah, they need to trade Julio. Yep, trade Julio over to the Patriots, the Packers, somewhere like that. Maybe even Seattle. I wouldn't be mad with Seattle. Baltimore. Because it doesn't just have to be New England. Of course, I would love to have Julio in New England. Oh, yeah, goddamn. That would literally be a dream come true. But, Kenny Golladay is probably going to be a unrestricted free agent if the Lions don't franchise tag him. And I'm just hoping we get Kenny Golladay from the Lions. I hope we just sign him up. I don't know. Shit. Lions don't seem too interested in extending Kenny Golladay for whatever reason because they're a bunch of idiots. Kenny Golladay doesn't give a shit because I don't think he wants to play in Detroit long term. So I'm more in the Kenny Golladay market for the Patriots. Y'all can have these garbage receivers. Kenny Golladay to New England. Please, fucking God, make it happen. I manifested Jamie Collins going to New England or to the Lions about week 6, the year I knew he was going to wind up leaving the Patriots. Giants on 5. We got some spicy picks. Yeah. Just went the Giants. Yeah, all right. So I'm going to go Vikings just because I refuse to cooperate with the Falcons. They stink. All right, game of the week coming up. Lions and Jaguars. Oh, boy. 27-20. Like, it should be a close, good game, weirdly enough. I don't think either one of these two teams are like way better than the other. The Lions are way more talented than the Jaguars. The Lions might be the most talented, shitty team in the NFL. Really, go look up and down the roster. The 1 and 3 makes no sense. It's bad coaching, and I get it. Genuinely, the Lions could be, I think, 4-0, 3-1 with one loss to the Packers. Lions should be 3-1 with one bad loss to Green Bay. They should have beat the Bears. The Saints, they could have beat the Saints if they wouldn't have played Matt Patricia style. So 2-2. I'll give it that. But yeah, Lions should win this game. The Lions have tendencies to blow games late. And I don't know if the Jaguars are a team that can come back late. But if that's in Minshew's DNA, they could snake this game late. Oh, Allen and GG. Oh, okay. Yeah, Lions win then. Okay. Yeah, all right. Lions win then. All right, cool. We'll be 2-3. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Galladay should have a field day then. Yeah, okay. I didn't know. Yeah, I don't pick Atlanta till they win. Rob Tardy? What do you mean? I'm in time. I've been streaming, bro. What's up, Jared? What's up, Amir? Falcons are so terrible. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Giants should have won a few games this year. You guys could be 3-1 if the ball would have broke your way a little bit. Lions win 30-20. I got it 27-23 or some shit like that. 24-20. Because, when you watch enough of a team, you kind of have an idea of how their team works. Lions aren't a blowout team. That's not how the Lions win. Oh, Galladay's on a rookie corner. Dog, that's fucked. Okay. Yeah, Lions win. All right. Colts and Bengals. I got the Colts destroying the Bengals. I think the Bengals should sit down Joe Burrow for the rest of the year after this game. I genuinely don't think they should play him in this one. I think it would be highly irresponsible of the Cincinnati Bengals to run Joe Burrow out against this secondary. The Bengals are going to score no points, by the way. No points. 0. Zilp, zitch, nada. None. That Bengals offensive line is going to get destroyed. I would not play Burrow. Yeah, if the Bengals somehow pull this off, Joe Burrow's rookie of the year. Like, straight up, nobody else should even contend. Just be like, all right, everyone else, just go home. Why? Burrow just won that award. It's his. Yeah, same here. Same here, DeAndre. Crushed offensive line. Yeah, it's... And it's not even going to be Burrow's fault, dude. Yeah, exactly. Sit him. Sit him. He's good to go. He will be an NFL quarterback. Sit Burrow the fuck down. Do not run him against this fucking Colts team. I think Darius Leonard's playing. If Darius Leonard is playing, sit him. Don't even do that. Why? That's what I asked the Colts. Big, the Bengals? Big, what are you doing? Like, don't just sit him down for a little while. Like, there's no reason to play him against the Colts. I know he wants to, and it is what it is. Yeah, we'll have problems with James Robinson, but at some point in time, we might get a lead with as bad as their defense is, and the fact that they can't kick field goals. Chase, They have to basically score touchdowns on like every drive for the Jaguars has got to be touchdowns. And the Lions have like this strangely like effective red zone defense where we can kind of probably just hold them to the 40 most drives, and they'll have to try to score on fourth down or, fucking go for, just punt it away from like the 50. Yeah, Robinson will have a good game against the Lions, sure. But again, I think it's all going to be yards. It's a lot of yards. It's not a lot of touchdowns, I don't think, is it? It's a lot of rushing yards for Robinson, if I remember, because I think I have him 2 in one of my leagues. He doesn't score a lot of touchdowns. Because the Jaguars don't score many touchdowns. So it's like all yardage. They get close, but they just can't score, dude. The Jaguars are a very weird team that just can't score touchdowns. They like stall out at the red zone. And the Lions have a defense that actually isn't too bad in the red zone. Or, well, they have a bend, don't break theory in defense, in theory. But again, it's kind of another situation where the Jaguars have a scoring problem, finishing the drive problem. I've seen enough of their games. They don't seem to finish drives very well. Is that a fair criticism, Heat Nation? Third in Rookie of the Year voting. Who's number 1 right now? What is it? Burrow, fucking Claypool, and yeah, I would imagine Burrow's number 1 right now. Well, then Herbert? Would it be Burrow, Herbert, then Robinson? It's more the defense that's fucking you guys. Well, I mean, you guys are getting yards and stuff, but not scoring many points. It doesn't seem like. That's fair enough. Fair enough. Herbert's leading Rookie of the Year. Okay. What is it? Herbert, Burrow, then fucking which is weird because the Chargers aren't any fucking better than the Bengals. Like, they literally aren't. I think they tied. No, that was the Eagles. Claypool should probably be in the Rookie of the Year conversation. Herbert's number 1. That's crazy. That's crazy. Well deserved. Even though it probably should be Burrow, to be honest. They gave it to Murray last year, despite Murray's fucking 5 wins. If Burrow can win 4 or 5 games, he should win Rookie of the Year. Anyway, the last 1 o'clock game, the Bears and the Panthers. This game should probably be slotted down to 4 o'clock. CD and Clay are pull up there. What's up, Clayton? Okay. A lot of talent scouts said, Heat Nation, that rookies are farther behind than any other year this year. Most rookies are way behind than where they usually would be. Some are doing well and farther ahead, but others are way behind, and it's pretty obvious that not having camp fucked them a little bit. But yeah, so Bears and Panthers. Of course, I have the Colts winning against the Bengals, not even close. That could be a game where Phillip Rivers could throw like 6 interceptions and still win by 30. Lions over Jacks. Hell yeah, Clayton. But yeah, Bears Panthers. This is a very interesting game. I personally think the Bears win this game because of a couple reasons, and I'll share why. First and foremost, the Panthers really don't have that great of a defense. They've had some good performances, but they're not that good of a unit. So they can give up big plays. They will give up big plays every so often. They can get grinded on. Yeah, I don't know why I don't know why these two weren't flipped. The Jets, Panthers, and the Jets and Dolphins, Panthers, Bears. Those should have been flopped. Yeah, but yeah, so this is a really good game, by the way. Um, is CMC back this game or is it next game, Chad? I'm not sure yet. But right now, I think with the way that the Bears just played defense against the Bucks, I think they'll be able to adequately stop Teddy Bridgewater in a similar style. No, I'm not streaming that game. It's I want to do stuff after the Patriots and Broncos. But they should have really flexed the Packers Bucks into Sunday night. But yeah, I think the Bucks or the Bears are an defensive overmatch for this team. Yeah, I know they're a pretty good offense, and I've actually been one of the few big upping the Panthers offense all year. But Bridgewater isn't a super mobile quarterback. He doesn't have the he kind of doesn't run the best, especially after the knee thing. He's not Brady slow, but he's not super mobile. It's kind of similar to like a Stafford situation, I would say, where yeah, they can hoof it if they got to, but this Bears defense will be able to catch Teddy, and but see, it's weird because like where the Bears are super limited on offense, the it's like they have the opposite issues. It's a very strange game. But it's like you've got like I said, the Bears who struggle kind of on offense going against a really kind of bad defense. Their weak spot is their defense. Then you got the strong suit of the Bears, which is their defense, going against the Panthers strong suit. It's a weird matchup where like the strong suits go head to head with the Bears defense versus their offense, whereas the weak spot goes head to head with the Bears weak spot. So it's like, what's going to give? What do I trust more to make a move in this game? I'm like, well, I trust a bad offense to overcome a bad defense before I entrust a bad defense to make a stop. Like we kind of seen that with kind of, and I hate to pick on Broncos fans, but like the Jets have a very bad secondary, very bad defense, and Brett Rypien a bad quarterback, but like we've seen him even able to power through and make a few plays, and like in the end, the better offense, the bad offense overcame the bad defense. So I'm gonna go with the Bears. They have a better defense. I think their bad offense can overcome a bad defense. So I'm gonna take the Bears, because I have no faith in this Panthers defense. It's shitty. All right, let's go to the game everybody wants to talk about. The battle for supremacy in the AFC East. The mighty 0-5 Jets take on the 2-3 Dolphins. Everyone is getting the Packers versus Bucks nationally. God damn. The Jets could win this game, which would be just hilarious because Ryan Fitzpatrick is due to turn back into Ryan Fitzpatrick. Usually right after he has a game like he did against the 49ers. Ryan Fitzpatrick swiftly turns back into Ryan Fitzpatrick. He goes from the Magic to Fitzpatrick. The Irish reemerges in him, and all the skill falls out. The white trash Irish genetics reemerge strongly and just take over any kind of talent in his body, and reinforces that he'll always be, Ryan Fitzpatrick. I don't think the Jets are good enough to force that yet. I think this is where we'll start to see shades of Fitzmagic, and that means the next game it'll be Fitztragic coming. We'll see. I think they can beat the Jets simply because the Jets are a goddamn dumpster fire this year. And I think the 49ers, for whatever reason, like we're looking past the Dolphins. Like even though they were injured and all fucked up, I genuinely think the 49ers thought, oh, easy win. Like I don't know why. They're a team that looks past people. They have no respect to half the people they face. I'm just looking at a few things. Jets will win 3-0, 3-2 final. Let's all root for the 2-0 Jets win over the Dolphins. That would be hilarious. All right. Well, here's a pretty good one. Rams 49er. No, I'm just kidding. Probably the best game this week, actually. Yeah, it is the best game this week, actually. Brady versus Rodgers. Boy, oh boy, this is gonna be a shootout, isn't it? Number one, the Packers can't tackle. Like their defense isn't that good. They'll give up points, they'll give up yards, and this Bucs offense will put up points and they'll be able to put some yards up. Godwin's back. Evans is playing. Godwin is back, by the way. That's a big problem. But at the same point in time, now looking at what the Packers have, arguably the best offense in the NFC right now. The Buccaneers have absolutely nothing to stop that. And ultimately, both quarterbacks you can trust to make a big play at the end of the game. So it's like, well, what do you have to look at? Both offenses can do it. Like if it comes down to it, it's going to be 35-42 and the other guy gets the ball, your butthole will be clenched until the other team stops it or scores. You know what I mean? Like, there's neither one of this game isn't over till it's over. It's a blowout either way. And this is the time of year when Tom plays extremely well. He's kind of clicked in. Man, it's gonna be a shootout, and it's one of those things where you have to go, well, I can trust both offenses. Now I have to look at both defenses. What defense do I think can make the stop if it has to? That's the fucking Packers. That sucks. I hate having to pick Green Bay, but I mean, at the end of the day, what defense do you really trust more? The Bucs, again, I was going to bring that up too. The Bucs, who commit loads of penalties, costly, stupid penalty. They just do dumb, weird shit half the time. And Rodgers says Adams back. I don't know how to call this game. If I had to think about it, I think Green Bay's defense would make a stop before the Bucs would. The Bucs defense almost blew it to a rookie quarterback. You know what I mean? Like I can't overlook that. I cannot genuinely overlook how the Bucs defense got smacked up by Justin Herbert. That bothers me. That makes me go, I don't want to pick them. Well, Godwin's back and everything. That's why I kind of evened it up a bit. You think the Lions can win, but Jags get it in the end? Yeah, I have the Packers winning. Like I think it was 31-28 by a field goal. Because I this is a hard game. Like I said though, Green Bay does not have a defense. Don't They cannot stop. They can't fucking tackle people for some reason. Maybe they figured it out on the off. What's up, Eric? Welcome. But anyway, Rams and 49ers. I got the Rams. I don't know. 49ers kind of suck right now again. They're all fucked up. 49ers are just fucked up right now. They got hurt and the whole fucking house of cards collapsed for no reason. Like I like, are they fraudulent? I don't know what's like. Two guys got hurt. It's gonna be such a good game, Eric. Hell yeah, it is game of the week. The Rams and 49ers though. What is this? Why the fuck is this not being slotted to that 425 slot? I got the Rams though. 49ers, the quarterback situation's a goddamn nightmare. The offensive line is terrible. The running game isn't working the way it's supposed to. They can't get in the lead, so they really can't use the run game it's supposed to. The defense is terrible. The secondary's bad. They should have never let DeForest Buckner go. Terrible mistake to do that shit. So, yeah, I got the Rams. Yeah, most of you agree. 49ers are who I thought they were. All right. Well, I got the all right. Chiefs and Bills, the fraudulent Kansas City Chiefs and the fraudulent Buffalo Bills. We have two fraudulent ass 4-1 teams. The Chiefs should be, of course, 3-2, as should the Bills, and they will. But one of them will become a rightful 4-2. Because in the game of football, you don't get to cheat and become a winner. The reason the Chiefs lost to the Raiders the way that they did was because the fuck kind of win was that against the Patriots? Yeah, I got the Chiefs though. Bills are completely fraudulent. I would genuinely say the Bills. I make more jokes about the Chiefs. Chiefs are actually pretty good. But the Bills are completely the most fraudulent form. I would say the Bears or the Bills. I would say the Bills are more of a real 4-1 team than the fucking Buffalo Bills are. They beat the Jets, Dolphins, the Raiders. Oh wow, hard. And the Rams. That's the only quality win this fucking team has is the Rams. And they shouldn't have even really fucking beat the Rams. Because remember how they beat the Rams? How did they beat the Rams? Oh, yeah, they were given they got the ball put at the 1 yard line with 12 seconds remaining in the game. Eric, don't get too excited. Your team literally can't be bad. You have too many things on your offense to be a bad football team. I wouldn't take what I just said as a yeah, exactly, DeAndre. The Bills are not a Bills should be 3-2. Like 100%. They should not have beaten the fucking Rams. Rams won that game. And if you bring up a fucking interception in the third quarter with 5 minutes remaining as to a fair counteract, fuck you. I don't want to ever hear about that. I never want to hear about that. Well, the only reason the fucking Rams came back on the Bills is because with 5 minutes remaining, Josh Allen threw an interception that shouldn't have been called. Yeah, that would have been like, what, 3rd and 20 if it wasn't called? Okay, so you don't convert the 3rd and 20 and then you punt it away. And they still come back on you. Stop it, Buffalo. Stop it. Fuck it. 15 minutes and you pretend a pick in the third quarter is a fair, like, well, it makes it fair. Why? Because Allen got picked in the third quarter? And you don't believe that the NFL should, because two guys came down with the ball and the other player held on longer? It's not a pick. They've always called those interceptions. They've literally never not called those interceptions if the defender comes away with the ball when both of them are holding it. I've always called those interceptions. The Patriots aren't fraudulent. Steelers aren't fraudulent. Seahawks aren't. I mean, if you want to play like technical, like little like asshole about it, even though I clearly said I was joking, Max. That's about it. That's about those 3-4 teams. If we're being honest, those will be the only teams that qualify and can win in the playoffs. Chiefs aren't built to win in the playoffs. If they run into the New England Patriots, they will lose. Like, if they play us, it's game over. Like, I hate to tell you guys that. Like, it sucks. Like, that we're the team that can beat the Chiefs, but it is what it is. We held that motherfucker to 6 points in the third quarter, and if it wasn't for them giving them back that football, we probably go up 10-6, and you don't have any momentum that you score on that drive when we intercepted it. Yeah, and we didn't have Cam Newton, so that's literally the reason you won. Like I mean, clearly the Chiefs are good. Some people just can't understand jokes when I even said, yeah, the Chiefs are clearly good. But the Bills are fraudulent. That they're not a real team. Point to me anything they've done that's quality. They beat the Raiders. Wow. Cool. Raiders are going to lose a lot of games this year. It is what it is. But they're going to win some too. They beat the Jets and the Dolphins. Wow. And then the refs gave them a win versus the Rams. And now the Chiefs are going to kick the shit out of this team. It's like this might be like a 54-12 game. 54-20, sorry. I'll give maybe them some points. The Bills don't have a defense. Is Trey White playing in this game? Does anybody know? If he's not playing, this is like I don't even. Why would the Bills even? Bills should fake a COVID test if Trey White's not going to play. Genuinely, like if you're a Bills fan, yeah, the Bills don't got a pass rush right now. Ed Oliver can't rush the quarterback at all. It's hilarious. It takes one guy to block Ed Oliver. It's embarrassing. What's up, Charles? With the Chiefs, like, okay, so Trey White plays. Okay, that's fine. That's totally cool. Okay. Who's going to cover the other guys? EJ Gaines isn't playing. Emmanuel Moody, I don't think all those other guys, they're not in. They're out. Also, there's nobody to play. Like the Bills don't got a pass rush right now. What's their pass rush? Star Lou Talili? No, he's sat out. They got Jordan Phillips? No, he's not on the team anymore. Shaq Lawson? They got rid of him too. They got rid of the one guy who could get after the quarterback. Their defense is bad, you guys. They have nothing to compete with the Chiefs. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? Tell me. Can somebody tell me what they're going to stop? They're going to stop that? If Ryan Tannehill just had a throwing party on this Buffalo Bills team, guess who's going to have a throwing extravaganza on this Buffalo Bills team? Ryan Fitzpatrick threw all over this fucking Bills team. With Trey White, by the way. Yeah, the Dolphins almost came back and beat these Bills with Trey White. I think the Dolphins won they lost 31-28. There's nothing good about Mahomes. You can, yeah. And if the Chiefs get any kind of lead, the game's over. Josh Allen can't play from behind. Also, and I think teams are going to – it'll be interesting because, again, neither of these two teams are particularly care about defense. Pretty much, Chad. And guess what? Same thing with Josh Allen. That's what teams are doing to Josh Allen now too, Chad. All right, see, have fun with 8 defensive backs. They don't know what to do. It's completely fucking up these big arm quarterbacks to just drop 8 DBs. Belichick, I think Patricia was one of the first ones to really do it. No, the Chargers were. The Chargers dropped 8 guys back against the Chiefs They were like the first team to do it. They went with no linebackers and like 8 fucking defensive backs and a few linemen and a guy, that was, and every team went, it slowed them down. And then every other team was basically copied what Anthony Lynn started and perfected it. By the way, that's what teams do. Mahomes is experiencing what the NFL does to people like Mahomes. All right, beat this now, motherfucker. And Mahomes is having a son of a bitch with that defense. But he's also in his 3rd year starting. We'll see if he can figure it out, though, because that could be a problem for him. And it's not even a shot at Mahomes. That's a tough defense. Imagine having to compete with 8 defensive backs and you got 3 wide receivers. What the fuck is that? Or you got 4 guys. It doesn't seem very fair that they can even do that, but guess what? They can, and they're doing it to Josh Allen. Josh Allen will never figure that out. You see what the Titans did to him? They kept one guy in zone, or kind of as a spy, because Josh can run very, very well. And they rushed 3 guys and what to contain, 1 over the middle, spy, and then they fucking dropped 7 guys into coverage. Josh Allen doesn't know what the fuck he got pit, dude. And there was moments, and as soon as they got a lead, by the way, go watch this. As soon as they got a lead, guess what Josh Allen started doing? He started overthrowing people. The Titans got a lead, and go watch what Josh Allen started doing. Overthrowing receivers, making big throws, thinking he has to do much. That second interception to Malcolm Butler that almost got ran back for a touchdown. Go look where Butler was literally standing behind a receiver, and it went like this and picked it. He literally went like dropped and picked it. Dude, what did I say before the season started? If Josh Allen doesn't get that shit overthrowing under control, teams are going to start playing behind receivers and pick him off. And that's exactly what the fuck the Titans did. What's up, Daniel? Not much. As soon as the throws come, as soon as Allen started behind, he started overthrowing. If you watch, look at the way the Titans were playing defense. The Titans were also playing for overthrows, and it worked quite a bit. Do you know what the only thing that was working for Josh Allen was Stephon Diggs running curls or comeback routes where you had to turn and come back. That was the only thing that was working against the against the Titans. So I'm telling you guys, Allen, good defenses are going to be playing for them overthrows. And that's exactly what the Titans did. And they met every single one of them. They capitalized. Titans probably could have had like 5 interceptions. They dropped a few balls. And there was some really bad drops. So like I said, Josh Allen has an overthrow problem, and it's really bad. It's still really bad apparently when he's trailing like he was against the Titans. He started just whipping it over guys again, and I was like, oh, here he is. Here's the man of the hour, Josh. I missed my buddy Josh Allen. I didn't like this new Josh Allen. This new MVP and fucking can't grow a full beard Josh Allen. I wish you'd shave that. It's like, Josh, please, you're like white trash as shit. Please shave the beard till it grows right. Oh yeah, so it's next game, final game of the double header for Monday Night Football. Cardinals and Cowboys. I have the Cardinals. I don't think this Cowboys defense is they're bad. I don't even know how they're bad. Allen undefeated MVP. Bills hashtag undefeated MVP. Patrick Mahomes undefeated MVP. You know how good it was to see 2 hashtag undefeated MVP candidate campaigns end on the same day, or well within 48 hours. You know how good of a time that was for old Rob to see the Chiefs lose and then turn around and see the Bills lose all in the same week. It made both my teams having bye weeks in the same week pretty nice. I had a good week in the NFL last week. It made my bad week of Pick'em entirely worth it. Like, I couldn't have imagined both of these two fucking teams losing last week. Yeah, Chad, exactly, dude. Again, and if they play like they did against the Giants, like they did against every game this year, the fucking Cardinals could kill this team. I'm starting. Oh, totally. Well, no, because the Titans will dispatch the Bills and the Patriots will probably dispatch the Chiefs. I'd imagine it's the Patriots and the Titans. No, I don't like the Chiefs because their fan base is completely annoying as fuck. No, it's the fans. You guys are completely like obnoxious. Like the Baltimore Ravens beat us consistently, and they never were as stupid as you motherfuckers were. Like, you guys won one Super Bowl in 50 years, and you think you have a dynasty now. The Ravens beat the Patriots in Foxborough and won the Super Bowl and didn't once say they had a start of a dynasty. I have nothing but respect for the Ravens. Nothing but respect. No, I don't see you as a threat. I just find your whole fucking your team annoying. Your fan base is annoying. Stop. Do you hate us because we're a threat? No, you're because you guys act like that. Knock it off. You have 2 Super Bowls in your franchise's history. We have 6 of them. We're not even in the same discussion. Knock it off. What is that? Why are you doing that? Why are you pretending like? What, you really expect Mahomes to literally win 5 more Super Bowls? Do you know the odds of that are 0% chance happening? There's been one quarterback to win more than 4 Super Bowls. Really, just think of the odds of what you're saying of happening, like to happen. The league's been going on for, 100 years? And there's been one guy to win more than 4 Super Bowls? And now you're trying to tell me that this guy, for some reason, is going to win way more than that? Yeah, and the Colts fans, dog. Like, as much as we did not like each other, Colts fans were cool too. It was I want to have a fun fan base. Oh yeah, and like here's the thing, Dean. I agree. I do think Mahomes I wish I could be like, yeah, I do like the Chiefs. Like, I do like them. I like Andy Reid. I don't think Mahomes is a bad quarterback. You guys all know I've said this. I just wish you wouldn't overrate them because like now that everybody doesn't think the Packers are the greatest thing that has ever existed, I don't mind Aaron Rodgers as much. Aaron Rodgers is actually earning my respect to a degree because he's out here kicking the shit out of people this year. He's telling everyone to suck his gonads. I'm okay with fuck you tours. I think if you're gonna say fuck you and you're gonna really rub your dick on people's faces, that's cool. That's good for you, man. And Aaron's not really doing it with talent. He's doing it with garbage. I will say it's outright fucking garbage other than Aaron Jones. That is a bad football. There is no reason that team should be playing the way it is. And that's credit to Aaron Rodgers. And you know what? Now that people stopped overrating him, I don't see him as a bad quarterback anymore. I'm like, okay, fine. But when people and fan bases start really pumping the teams and their guys up, it's like, what are you doing? You do realize what your standard is now. If he does not turn out to have the career like Tom Brady, no matter what excuse you want to make, you said he is the next Tom Brady. He was not. He is overrated now. That is what you're potentially doing to Patrick Mahomes. Don't do that. Just don't. When you say he's going to be the next Brady, which you guys have done that, he's going to pass Tom. You're literally doing what Patriots fans did by saying we're going to pass Joe Montana. It's a bad road. Twitch is super laggy and constantly buffering. Really? I've heard that problem with StreamYards on that end. That's interesting. Like I said, I genuinely think the Chiefs could probably win 3 Super Bowls, and that's a lot. That's a goddamn good run for them. but I don't see greatness out of that team. You know, it's Andy Reid has limitations as a head coach. That defense isn't going to do what it did again last year. They did in fact have to have 3 come from behind wins against teams that aren't exactly good for lead holding, especially the 49ers with Kyle Shanahan. And I'm not taking anything away. A miraculous little Super Bowl run with the amount of comebacks and everything. So good for the Chiefs last year. They're not three-peating. Man, you got to stop thinking that. What about that team makes you think they're just clearly going to repeat? They only scored 6 points against the Patriots until the refs really kind of started changing. Until the refs took away our interception on Mahomes, and then they scored a touchdown finally. What the fuck? Like, what do you? Why are the Chiefs just guaranteed to repeat? Raiders just kicked the shit out of them. Chargers almost beat them. The Patriots would have beat them if they had Cam Newton. You know that the Chiefs genuinely could be a 1-3 team right now. If it's just like the Giants being 0-5. Giants could be 3-2 or 2-3 if the ball broke one way differently. If the Chargers weren't playing a rookie quarterback, they probably could have beat the Chiefs. Took them overtime to beat the fucking rookie-led Chargers. The Patriots, they barely beat fucking. They got lucky they faced Brian Hoyer and Stidham. What's that? 2? They might be a 2-2 team right now, legitimately. Chargers, Raiders should have lost to the Patriots. Oh, actually, yeah, that'd be 1-3. If you no, hold on, 2-2, 2-3. Sorry, 2-3. That's what they should be, in my opinion. They got a couple lucky bounces in some games, and that happens every so often. But to me, there's nothing about the Chiefs that scream immediate Super Bowl frontrunner. They're good, yeah, but I mean, like, they've had some lucky wins this year versus the Chargers and the Patriots. There's 2 of them. That's a 2-3 record, in my opinion. Even as a Chiefs fan, you can't feel good about that Chargers win or that Patriots win. In fact, if I'm a Chiefs fan, I'm probably very worried about that Patriots game. I would look at that Patriots game and go, "Oh, motherfucker, they could beat us." I would be praying to God you do not run in to the Patriots. If I'm a Chiefs fan, I would not want to play the Patriots. They know how to beat your offense, and they know how to score on you once they get their quarterback back. No, DSF, they aren't. I would say the Titans are better than the Chiefs, 100%. Then I would put the Patriots at better than the Chiefs. We would have beat them if we didn't have a Brian Hoyer at quarterback. That's a bad take. The only reason they beat us was our backup quarterback was in. How? You guys are really weirdly wrong about this. Yeah, the best team. Yeah, they just got dicked down by the Raiders. They almost got and if the fuck, what are you fucking talking about? Have you guys been watching the Chiefs play this year? They're not that good. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Yeah, the Patriots literally almost beat the Seahawks and should be 3-1. You mean, yeah, it took it, Brian Hoyer, yeah, that's the only reason. Will you at least acknowledge that the only reason the Chiefs won is because of Brian Hoyer? If you won't do that, you're just blind to Patriots hatred, and I will no longer respect your football opinion. Because you're obviously just being a stupid motherfucker if you think the only reason. No, genuinely, the only reason the Chiefs won that game was Brian Hoyer. And don't tell me otherwise, because you're being a fucking liar if you say otherwise. You're being just genuinely dishonest. If Cam Newton played in that game, we fucking destroy that team. It's not even close. They could barely stop Brian Hoyer from moving the ball. Brian Hoyer made all the mistakes his goddamn self and stopped us. You guys wouldn't have had any answer on planet Earth for Cam Newton. We moved the ball with fucking ease, and then Hoyer made a goddamn mistake that cost us. Come on. We are a better team than the Chiefs. We may not even be a better team, but you know what it is? We match up perfectly against the Chiefs. You know how funny that is? You know what's great? We may not even be better than them, but you know what? We're a matchup nightmare for them. We are the worst fucking team for them to run into in the playoffs with a healthy Newton. And tell me that I'm not. Tell me that they're not the nightmare matchup. We held them to 6 points. And until the refs got involved, we, would have been 10-6 if they didn't whistle that Wise interception dead to protect little Mahomesy. Am I wrong? Did we not pick off Mahomes and the refs just decide to blow that play dead for no reason? And just to protect their little Patrick Waxy Mahomesy Womsy? That's the only reason that play was whistled dead, by the way. Go look it up. They didn't want him to get hurt. But you know damn good and well if he would have flicked that ball to somebody and gotten a 15-yard gain, that would have not been whistled dead. They whistled dead to protect their little golden boy. They can't have Patrick Mahomes losing to Brian Hoyer. You do realize we built this fucking team to stop Mahomes, right? The Patriots built this team to stop the Chiefs. Why do you think we matched up so well? And we should have gone up 10-6 on them, and that would have probably been the fucking ball game. Maybe they would have scored, making it 13-10, and then we could have scored again. That was an interception, Eric. Yeah, it was. We picked him off. Look at Chiefs fans trying to pretend like that wasn't a pick. Really? That wasn't an interception? What do you call when the ball leaves somebody's hand and a defender grabs it? All right, strip sacked his bitch ass. Fine, we strip sacked his bitch ass. Should have been a touchdown no matter what. Strip sack, okay. It was a turnover no matter how you cut it, Eric. The refs bailed your bitch ass team out no matter how you cut it, Eric. It was a pick or a strip sack, whichever one you want to call it. We got the ball from you. And we were going to score. But they whistled that shit dead for no fucking reason. And there was no one around Wise, by the way. His ass was going to the house. We'd have sixed your fucking ass. If you guys would have done that to Newton or to Hoyer and took the ball from him like that, they'd have let you score a touchdown and made us review it, by the way. Yeah, every other team in the NFL, if it wasn't against your precious Chiefs, they would have been that play is supposed to be fucking let run dead. That play is not supposed to be whistled dead in the NFL. Referees are told to let that play go. It can be reviewed. If it's a turnover, it's automatically reviewed. And if it's a touchdown, it's automatically reviewed. No reason to fucking stop those plays. They are not supposed to whistle those plays dead. And they did it to protect your football team. Because you can watch Lions games. No, because you guys won't admit that I'm right about this, because it really bothers you, because the Patriots were supposed to be shitty, and they're not. They're just not. We held your precious Mahomes to 210 passing yards, 230 passing yards, and 2 touchdowns, and the refs bailed him out and saved him from a pick. You guys could have been cheating the whole time too. Shame on you. You shouldn't be mad at the Patriots for cheating. You should be mad at your own franchises for not cheating as well. Especially if you're a Falcons or a Vikings fan. You should be really pissed. They're busted annually for cheating. You know that, right? The Vikings, the NFL, and I'm not kidding about this. The NFL fucking consulted the Vikings about how to run in crowd noise. Think about that. Just think about that for a split fucking second. Rich coming from a Seahawks fan. You guys are a fucking Adderall factory. Come on, dude. Didn't you guys get into trouble with Adderall? Dean. Oh, Richard Sherman. Got the whole team on Adderall prescriptions. No. It's not even a Trey Martin thing. Your team should be cheating too. If you're not cheating, you're stupid. Literally. Really? Y'all gonna pretend like your guys' teams are squeaky clean? Okay. That's fine. Yeah, Adderall, steroids. I don't care about cheating in sports. That's the difference between me and Trey. I think everybody should be cheating. It's a fucking game. Who cares? Get your edge in. Just don't be mad if you get caught. It is what it is. That I was wrong. You guys act like I have like some weird problem admitting that I was wrong about something. Have I ever had a problem going, damn, I was wrong about that? That sucks. No, but I'm going to stand strong on my take here. They're not winning the Super Bowl this year. In fact, I think they're actually going to get eliminated by the Patriots or Titans. They do not want to run into the Pats, Titans, or the Colts. I'm telling you, do not run into those three teams if you're betting on the Chiefs. You will lose. No, I'm saying 100% the Chiefs aren't winning the Super Bowl. Yeah, no, they're not. They're 100%. They're not going back to the Super Bowl this year. 100%. Guarantee it. No. Not with what I've seen. Unless they start playing way better than what they have been. Mahomes is missing wide open throws. He's hitting dudes in face, man. Have you been watching Chiefs games? I've watched a lot of their games. They do not look as good as you think they look. By the way, they do not look as good as you think they look. Like, they do not look as what you think they look. They have a hangover going on. I think there might be a Super Bowl hangover. I genuinely do think that. There is just something. Yeah, Max, some people won't admit they're wrong. I said I was slightly wrong about Allen. I didn't know he was going to develop some accuracy. Now, was that just against bad teams? That remains to be seen. But I walked back my Allen opinions. I said I was wrong about the Bills this year. I thought they were only going to win 4 games. I was clearly wrong. You know? But, like, I watched a lot of Mahomes games and a lot of Mahomes, dude. If the only thing you're looking for is highlights, you're not going to see the whole story. A lot of overthrows, a lot of missing people, just a lot of off timing with the Chiefs. And it's like, well, it's week 6 now. Why are you still this off timed in week 5? You've played every single game so far. Why are you still this off? You know what I mean? It's just weird things. Like, you'd think they'd, for being the best offense in the NFL, you would think that they'd be clicking by now. It's not like they're a brand new football team that nobody knows each other. The linemen are all new. The receivers new. Quarterback, new offensive coordinator, new coach. It's the same thing as last year, except you added in a new running back that's talented. And a more talented running back today or 2 days ago. What's going on down there? Yeah, Mahomes can't read defenses either, by the way. That's very obvious. They dropped that cover 8 on his ass, and he has no real responses. He's looking for whoever gets the widest open the fastest. He forces lob balls. And we'll see. We'll see. I feel like I come off as I'm hating on the Chiefs because I'm the only person that doesn't just suck the cock of that football team. And I don't do that. I only dick ride my football team because I'm not a bandwagon like homer rider that wants to see another team fail, except because I don't like them. See, like, I don't want a team to fail just because they're the Patriots or they're the Chiefs. I want them to fail because they're in my team's way to getting to a Super Bowl. Half of you want the Patriots to lose because you want the Chiefs to win. And it's really weird. You don't even want your team to win the Super Bowl. You're like, yeah, no, I'm hoping the Chiefs win. What? You're like a Steelers fan. Why don't you want the Steelers to win? They're 5-0. They're literally better than the Chiefs right now. I think if the Chiefs played the Steelers would kick the shit out of them. What do the Chiefs have on defense to stop the Steelers? What's that secondary going to do to Big Ben? Just dicing them up. And they're going to be all over Mahomes. There's going to be no run. Going to be all over Mahomes. TJ Watt, he can cause a little damage. That little secondary they got, it's pretty good. I don't know. I think right now the Steelers would beat the Chiefs with the way that the Chiefs have played this year. Oh, fuck that. Yeah, the Steelers would beat them. I'm not that impressed with the Chiefs. It almost seems like Mahomes is getting worse and worse and worse. He had that breakout year, then last year. I don't know. He's not playing like he did the last 2 years. He's not even playing as good as he did last year hurt. I'm very unimpressed with his third year so far. I've often said you never should judge a quarterback till their fourth year because sometimes in the third year, a quarterback gets found out what his weaknesses are, and they never overcome them because it's too much for their play style. See Vince Young, what happened. He was good for about 3 years, 2-3 years. And I hope the Chiefs just didn't make a mind. I don't think that's going to happen. I think he will eventually overcome this cover 8 situation. But if he doesn't, that's game over. He lasts about 3 years, 4 years, like a lot of quarterbacks that are flash in the pans. And that's possible. By the way, that's very possible. He's had 3 games of what is it? He struggled against the Chargers, had a good game, then he struggled against the Chargers, struggled with the Patriots, and struggled with the Raiders. Those are his last 3 games, and then he did good against the Ravens and Texans. The Ravens, who aren't that good of a secondary team, and the Texans, who aren't a good defense. And then they play 3 teams that can play a little defense, and all of us, and the Raiders just copy what works against. I don't know. One of the morning show guys said they were about to give the Chiefs credit secondary where it's due until they lost to the Raiders. Yeah, exactly, dog. It's just like, come on. I don't know what to think of the Chiefs. I think they're good. And everything tells me, yeah, of course they're good. But at the same point, dog, I was goddamn dead right about the Packers being overrated all those years. I was like, yeah, they'll win maybe 1, maybe 2 Super Bowls, but that's it. And everybody said the same shit to me back then, that I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm stupid. I'm being blinded by my blind Packer hatred. Rob just hates the Packers so much. Replace the Packers with Chiefs. Or replace what you're saying about the Chiefs with the Packers. And I've had this conversation before. It's fucking eerie. Like, it's very eerie to me. It's very, very eerie how similar the Mahomes-Rodgers situation feels. And I have a sneaking suspicion I'm going to be 2 for 2 on this. I don't know why that is. I feel like I'm rarely wrong on these kinds of things too, even if it's a long-term guess. Like, it's just one of those gut feelings you get. You're like, I don't see it. Like, I knew Russell Wilson. I was like, oh, he's a problem. He's gonna be a problem for his whole career. He has been. He's getting better as he plays. Easy to call. That one is an easy fucking slam dunk call, right? Jackson, pretty easy to tell he's going to be pretty good. He's even slowly kind of, I think, going to work out he's going to become a pocket passer. It's just going to take a little while. They got to get him some better options. He's got garbage weapons in Baltimore right now. What up, Anonymous? How's it going? Again, no, I could be wrong. The Chiefs could be the next dynasty. I mean, I genuinely could be wrong. I just don't know. Yeah, no, Aaron Donald's a freak. He's just the best player in the NFL, right? It's just like let's change the subject from the Chiefs. Thank you, DeAndre. Maybe Dean, maybe. But yeah, Donald's probably the best just NFL player, right? It's him. He's number one. It's just like him, and then Dodgers game 7. Hell yeah, I can't wait. You guys might be playing the Rays. The Rays officially advanced. Crazy. But yeah, Donald, I'm starting to think is just, yeah, he's clearly just the guy. The difference is Sue might have been more potentially talented. I agree, Anonymous. But the problem with Aaron Donald or with Sue could not control his goddamn emotions. If Sue could control his temper and his emotional problems, he might have been better, but Sue fucked up. Like Sue also had this like attitude where he's too good. Like there's like too many issues with Sue that prevented him from really becoming what Donald became. You're right. Donald, it's like Sue is kind of like the Randy Moss of defensive tackles, right? Where there's clearly there's just this enormous talent level there. Just natural talent. He never cared to work on it. Very lazy about it. But monstrous, unreal monstrous talent from Sue. Yeah, no, the Patriots are the worst team in the NFL. You guys are right. We're just the worst. We didn't do anything against the Chiefs. You guys are completely right. We're bad. The Bills are the best team in the NFL. Like, you guys are fucking stupid. You guys just don't. I'm starting to question if you guys genuinely know football. Like, are we watching the same game? We're like the number one defense in the NFL. I think we have like 15 takeaways. Like it just seems like you guys are like closet Chiefs fans and you don't really even like the teams you like. Like I get it. We've beaten your team so fucking senselessly, like you have no fight left. But like, goddamn, you don't have to hate my team that bad. Like I get it. We completely own the Steelers and Browns franchises since for 20 years now. You don't have to hate us that bad. We're not that bad. I promise we're not that bad of a football team. We didn't suddenly like just become the worst team in the AFC. I promise. Literally we have the number one defense and the top rushing attack in the NFL. What are you fucking talking about? How are we not a top 5 team? We almost beat the Chiefs with a backup quarterback, and we almost just beat the Seahawks as well. We took the Seahawks to the final play of a game. What? We could be undefeated if we had Cam. Like, one break, we beat the Seahawks. Like, the ball goes in the end. I'm talking like this much time. This much space, and the Patriots beat the Seahawks 3-1. If the refs didn't fuck us over and give the Chiefs the win, 4-0. Yeah, if you guys want to keep this conversation going, you guys didn't have Darius Leonard in that game. Congratulations. That's not that impressive. You beat the Colts without Darius Leonard. You barely beat the Colts without Darius Leonard. I'm not that impressed. I'll be honest. And your Baker fell apart in the second half. I'm not going to be nice if you guys are going to say my team is shit. If we're going to take gloves off, I'll take gloves off. Why can't Baker play a second half of football? He can't deal with adjustments. You're not going to lose a lot of games or win a lot of games against good teams that don't sit out. that aren't missing their star fucking linebackers. When Baker plays like he does in the second half, it's bad. Sorry, I'm tired of people pretending like the Patriots are suddenly a bottom feeder in the AFC. We're a top 5 team in the NFL. What about our team is bad? Can you point to me what's bad about our team? What's so bad about? Wait, hold on. What's bad about the Patriots? Tell me. I'd like to know. What's so bad about us? We haven't given up 100 points this season yet, and we've played the Seahawks and the Chiefs, two of the best offenses in the NFL. We've given up 90 points to the Chiefs and the Seahawks combined, and two other shit teams, dog. Listen to this. Okay, so Patriots ranked, let's see. 92, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 teams better than us. Those are the Ravens, who haven't played anybody, except the Chiefs once. The Steelers, they've given up 87. Colts gave up 88. Titans 90. Rams 90. Us 92. Yards, total yardage. The Steelers have given up 1,206, number one. Number 2 would be the Colts giving up 1,330. Number 3 would be the Patriots giving up 1,396. What? How is that even possible when you've played two of the best offenses in the NFL? That's fine. Still waiting to see how we're not a top 5 team. Most of you would say the Seahawks are like a number 1 or 2 team. I would say in the entirety of the NFL, maybe number 2 behind your precious Chiefs. We're probably number 3 then. Like if we're going to play games, look how close we took it with the Chiefs and the Seahawks. And then we kicked the dog shit out of the Raiders. Like they're like just think about it. It feels like people are just like ignoring things like that. What if we would have beat the Seahawks, which we very well could have? That play at the 1-yard line can go either way. It's a 50-50 ball at that point. You wouldn't be saying that. You'd be like, Patriots are a top team in the NFL. I don't know. I personally think that's how the reaction would be to the Patriots a little bit. But I'm now tired of talking about the Patriots, and I don't even know if I want to stream anymore. Because we were moving on to a new subject. Oh, okay. I got you, Dean. Yeah. That's fine. I'm just waiting to see. I'm just still waiting why we're not a top 5 team. I don't see why we're not. We're one of the top rushing teams in the NFL. The Ravens did that last year, and everybody shit their pants about how many rush yards a game they were averaging. It's like, I think it's us and the fucking Browns who are just killing teams on rushing it. Let's see. Yeah, the Patriots have played a whole less game, and they would be clearly in second, if not just behind Cleveland for second place. And yards per game, yeah, we're in second by quite a bit. It goes 188.4, and we're behind them at 179.8, so 180. And then it's 160.8. So it's the Browns and the Patriots by a mile ahead of everybody else running the football this year. Disagree about the Packers. They're not a playoff team. And I hard disagree about the Steelers. You're listing teams that can't even beat the Patriots. I would replace the Steelers with the Patriots. Like, that's as simple as that. Until the Steelers can beat the Patriots, they're not a better team than us. I'm sorry, we'll beat them. I don't even have to think about the Steelers. We just win. They beat us 2 times in 20 years. I'm fairly confident we're just a better team than them. We're a better coach team. We got better players. We're a better organization than Pittsburgh. It's just like all the way down. Just a better situation. Better coaching, better players, better schemes. No, I don't mind it. No, the sports expert's cool. They're fine. The only teams I worry about beating on that list are the Ravens and Seahawks. Ravens and Seahawks consistently scare the shit out of me when we play them. I've never ever been easy with the Ravens. Ravens are we just don't play them well. They are very good against us. Seahawks, that's just a war. I don't know whoever wins in the Seahawks Patriots. I love those games. I don't know. I think the coaching is very evenly matched between Pete Carroll and Bill Belichick, to the point where I would hope that I want the NFL to make the Seahawks and Patriots play every 2 years until those coaches retire. Dean, it's not that it's kind of like a weird situation with the Ravens. Just are a mismatch for us. We do not match well with the Ravens. It's a situation where the Ravens could be a much worse football team than what the Patriots are, but we do not match up well to that team. So they have this weird, crazy advantage on us. It's the same. It's kind of like how the Chiefs have this matchup advantage against the Ravens, where they just blow them the fuck out of the water consistently. That's fine, sports. We're just messing around anyway. Sports expert, it's just a debate. I sometimes get fired up. I'm getting defensive about my team because at some point people are going to just be like, well, if we're like 10-4, everyone's gonna be like, well, Buffalo's 7. Buffalo's got 8 wins right now. Come on, or like 6 wins. Come on. Well, I think once we take care of Buffalo that first game, it'll make a lot of people go, oh yeah, okay, never mind then. That's my personal belief on that. I think we just got to kill Buffalo one time, and everyone will be like, oh, okay, they're just the Patriots still. I figured it was going to devolve. We still haven't gotten to the Cardinals-Cowboys. I've got the Cardinals to win that game. The Dallas defense is a little sloppy. I don't know. I got to see the Cowboys again. Kind of like one of those situations at the start of the year where you're like, well, I don't know what that team is now. Their 5 last gameplays. I've just noticed that about the Steelers. Yeah, it's a hard feeling, man. It's especially when you see shit that other people don't see because they don't watch your team as close as you do, and you're just like, man, I've been watching them though. I know what I'm watching. It's clearly seen us hold the Chiefs to, I think that was the fewest points Mahomes has ever been held to in his career to that point. Were the Seahawks really that? I know they were. There's a cut like the Patriots and Vikings game could have gone the other way, but were the other ones that close too? Yeah, the Dallas one was that close. Son of a bitch. Dude, if my team was bad, I would have no problem just being like, "Oh yeah, we're just not a good team anymore. We just are. It's all over." You know what I mean? Like if I genuinely thought it was all over, I would say that. You guys have to know that, or at least know I'm not that dishonest of a football fan to where I would just go, "Oh yeah, no, we're still gonna win." Remember how quick I gave up on as soon as Stafford got hurt last year? I went, "Well, that's it for the Lions this year," and I said, I was still rooted for my team, but I mean, if we came out and our defense was booty, like we just got blown out by the Chiefs, and I'd be like, "Oh, god damn it, we're done for." All right, well, that was fun. The dynasty's over. Right now, I just don't. I just personally, I may be blind to something, but I don't see it when our only two losses are barely losses, and one of them was on a situation where the league shouldn't have made us play that game against Kansas City. They should have never made us get on that fucking plane with potentially COVID infected motherfuckers. And we're still dealing with the fallout and ramifications of that plane trip. It's still got our team fucked up. Like we're still having random positives. You know what I mean? Like right now, the Patriots situation is 100% because we had to get on that plane and go play Kansas City. They'd have just delayed us and had 18 and 19 weeks planned. And we played the game next week against Kansas City. Who knows what happened? But yeah, your guys got a bad defense in Seattle. That's true, and your offensive line is pretty bad right now. Um, but it's just like I said. I would have no problem admitting if my team we don't have a special teams. Like our kicking is terrible. If it comes down to a field goal, I don't want. I hate that. I really hope our wins don't come down to field goals and shit. Because Nick Folk sucks. Like Nick Folk is terrible. I hope that Justin Warhouser guy learns how to kick really soon. Because god damn. I really hope it doesn't come down to field goal kicking for us. But again, I'm starting to think it's going to be the Ravens and the Seahawks in the Super Bowl, though. Now that I'm not so hot on the Saints pick. In 2017, all our games are down by field goals. Oh, I remember that for the Steelers. Yeah, you guys have had weird years with Big Ben sometimes, especially some receiving years. But all right, guys, I think I'm gonna head out because I got a busy day tomorrow. And I'll be honest, the debating always takes it out of me. I always, you guys know I enjoy them, so um, I just have felt like I had to defend my team a little bit tonight. I was like, hey, wait a minute, we're not this bad of a team. We're still a contender for that AFC title game. What's up, Kenny? In my opinion, I thought we're still a contender. Mine is better than it's been since Super Bowl. Oh, really? Okay. 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 Yeah. Can you tune in just at the end? Yeah, no problem, anonymous. No problem, sweet. The sports expert. But yeah, yep. Respect to the Browns, and everything. It's just you're just talking shit. Sometimes I get a little aggressive when I argue, and it's just I pop off, and I apologize. It's never anything ever meant to be serious with anybody. I use shitty language, and I don't mean to. Like I'm getting better about it. I think a little bit because I'm trying to be a little bit more conscious about calling people retarded, and like. But I got to stop saying you don't watch football, do you? Because I got to stop saying that's a mean insult too. Like I don't want to like belittle people for their opinions. It's what I got to work on as a person. Um, because there's good ways to debate with people and calling people fucking retards. It's funny. Um, I think it's funny to do that, but not everybody likes to argue that way. My friends do, and that's a big problem. Uh, you know, blow pack blow. Hey, hell yeah. No, Kenny, boo pack boo. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by, everybody. Uh, I appreciate everybody very, very much. Tomorrow we're gonna do the Patriots and Broncos at 1. As long as the game isn't, I'm gonna go look and see if there's any goddamn COVID rumors. Oh, if there's fucking COVID. Oh no. You know how many Patriots fans are about to go to bed? What's up, Anonymous? What do you find funny, real quick? Phillips One Blade. Oh God, one of my first freakouts on the channel. I was so fucking angry about that, dude. I really hope though I don't wake up and see Patriots have 7 positive COVID tests. I'd be like, all right, we fucked up. We broke the rules. We're in trouble. I'd be like, damn it, we're the Titans now. That'd be where I'd be pissed off. I'd be like, God damn it, we fucked up. What are we doing? I really hope we wake up to no COVID tests tomorrow. That's what I'm literally praying to God we don't. You know what I mean? Like, please, fake God, no COVID. And you know what? It's fucked up because it's both. Every time it's both the teams that like both games I have any interest in watching. Like the Lions almost tested positive with the Saints in the same week the Patriots weren't able to play. And then last week the Lions had a bye week. The Patriots weren't able to play because of COVID. This week the Patriots might not be able to play because of COVID. Lions are good and healthy. The fucking Jaguars sure the fuck aren't right now. I can't avoid this shit, dude. I can't. Like the one thing I want to do is watch football, enjoy my teams, but it seems like I'm going to be COVID cursed in the NFL, the one sport that I always have considered just to be for me personally. But for some reason, it's just trying to keep me fucking stressed out and on my toes. And it's probably because I've been the biggest poo-pooer on COVID ruining the NFL season. Like, nah, it ain't gonna happen. So of course, karma works in funny ways, and I've had to deal with a lot of shit with my team so far. A lot of stress, a lot of pressure. They're gonna win, Kenny. Nothing so far on the Patriots and COVID. You have to understand. I have to make sure. I hope you're right. All right. Well. All right, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good rest of your evening. I'll be live again tomorrow for the Patriots and Broncos, as long as it happens. So fingers crossed. All right, everybody. Have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out. If that game don't happen, then I'll just do something that, like, I don't know. I'll find a game. Peace out. Go Patriots. Go Lions. And